So, of course, coming from Texas, there's no holier place in the state than the Alamo. And I had an idea a few years ago to do a recording inside of the Alamo. And lo and behold, and I'm sure not many people know this, but Davy Crockett was a fiddle player. And his supposed instrument is at a museum in San Antonio, just down the street from the Alamo. So I went to San Antonio, and I'd been invited to perform at a ceremony that is held every year to honor the defenders of the Alamo, both Texan soldiers and Mexican soldiers. And I went, the first year I went, I was asked to perform a piece. I didn't know what I was going to play. So I was staying at the Crockett Hotel right behind the Alamo and got my fiddle out of the case. And I swear it was just a gift from God. I caught lightning in a bottle. I took my fiddle out, and without warming up or playing or having any concept of what I was going to do, this piece literally was just a gift to me. And so I played it. I walked across the street and performed this piece an hour later, and I didn't know what to call it. And as I was walking into the Alamo complex, there was a plaque. There was a letter written by William Barrett Travis from, I think it was February 25th, 1836, and one of the lines at the very end of the letter said, if they overpower us, we fall a sacrifice at the shrine of our country, which was very forward-thinking. Little did he know that the Alamo would become the shrine of Texas, and that they would fall a sacrifice a little over 10 days later, on March 6th. So it was really a special performance for me with this piece. No one had ever heard it. I had barely even heard it myself, and I played it. And after the ceremony, I asked if I could go back inside the Alamo and make a little recording of this piece on my iPhone. So I stood there by myself as two Alamo Rangers blocked the front and back entrance from anybody coming in and disturbing this thing. And I played it and made a little recording. And I sent it to a few people afterwards, and it made its way to Phil Collins. Of all the people on the planet, and I didn't know this until right about that same time, Phil has had some deep experiences with the Alamo and has amassed this collection of artifacts from the Alamo, from the War of Texas Independence. And in 2014, he gave this collection to the state. And I was asked to perform this piece, We Fall a Sacrifice, at the Alamo on Davy Crockett's fiddle. Needless to say, it was one of the most random opportunities and experiences of my life, but one that I will forever treasure is just a uniquely one-of-a-kind opportunity. I can't think of anything else that has come close at this point in time to that experience. That's crazy. It's a bit of a funny and random story, but now that you know the story of the piece that I wrote, We Fall a Sacrifice, go check it out. I'm going to play it here in just a minute.